I wish I knew that the money would come with a lot of them. I knew a nigga was popping as soon as I got me some. Somebody told me it's part of the game, you need you some. As soon as I came up to say that I changed, now I got some. Finding myself in this moment of life. I sit in my room and stare at this block. A nigga like me always keep to himself, but even success will bring you the odds. I'm thinking about days that I wanted a lot. I know some niggas that wanted it too, but how do you move when you just a target for niggas who really just wanna be you? I broke all the rules to get what I got. Never been one to get caught in the ropes. I'm carrying myself like a thug as I'm not, but I'm with the shit if you wanted to smoke. I know there's some niggas that hate me that I never met, but I guess just part of the joke. I got some family and homies I dead in forever, cause I don't be talking to ghosts, no. They told me keep all my enemies close. Fuck all that shit cause we'll never be close. I keep it loaded in every clip and take out a laser in every scope. I don't need plotting wherever we go. I open this book up and read every scroll. It told me if niggas ain't with me, I know they against me. The chapter will never be closed.
If you're not my friend, you're my enemy. Choose your side, there's no in between.
And I wish you knew that the money would come with a lot of the. And I know a nigga was popping as soon as I got me some. Somebody told me it's part of the game, you need you some. As soon as I came up to say that I changed, now I got some.
Pass my heat is freezing, scrapless so the police don't freeze me. To these little hoes on releases, all of their hearts get torn to pieces. I'm a demon and a demon, creeping, trying to put a nigga in semen. I'ma get even, Steven, spoiler, so she'll suck my cheek. But bitch, don't lie to me, don't let a nigga in my property. I be in your raw, I be in that pussy, that's my pottery. I turn Cardi B to cardiac, for real, like heart attack. These expensive, these are farther ass, say where the party at. I fuck ain't called a vet, I'm wrong for that, sometimes I could get real greedy. I turn out a call to set, then I call the hat, no regard for human beings. I turn the bands to M's, I still ain't spend my first advance with it. Playing until the end and even then keep running up.
What's up, guys? Anyway.
What's up, guys? How are we doing this evening? We're back here for another episode of the Machete Bowl. What's up, everyone in chat? What's up, everyone I haven't said hi to? What's up, Shutterdown Sam? Hope you're having a good evening. What's up, everyone on Rumble? Oh my god, I can't speak. What's up, everyone on Rumble? What's up, Frenchie? What's up, Patton? I hope you're all having a good evening there as well. We're back here for another episode of Machete Bowl. And tonight we're watching the Apefather. He finally decided to tell his story, at least where Steven could download it before he deleted it. What's up, Hillbilly? Of the story of Jazz, the most recent catfish / romance scammer / online troll that has tricked Apefather out of a considerable amount of money. A considerable amount of money. I mean, $10,000, you know. It's obviously in the title, and he talks about it a lot. But this scammer got at least $10,000 out of him, and might possibly be the same person who scammed him earlier this year, or at least earlier in 2025, out of another $13,000. So he's having a good time in his life, you know. He's really successful in love, doing wonderfully, making smart decisions. So we have a long video to watch. We're not going to get through it all today because it's just impossible. Because the part we have already is an hour and a half before I even start talking. And that's not even it. That was part 1 through 32. Since then, he's gone up to part 42. So, you know, I'm sorry. The one we have today is like part 1 through 28. Sorry, and then 29 through 42 has still to be compiled into a video. We'll see how far this goes, but he keeps ranting. And these are just the videos. These are just the videos about Jazz and his situation with Jazz, because he's been numbering them. Number 1, am I talking about Jazz? Number 2, talking about Jazz. And then he puts out another video that's not related to it. It's not numbered. And then he puts out number 3, talking about Jazz about this. So he's got like 42 of these that are actually numbered specifically about the situation. So we have a lot to go through. But he finally opened up about this Jazz situation, and to celebrate the amazing event, in a very wonderful way, I got myself a little something special. We'll have to make a little drinking game out of this, because I got myself a little bottle of soju. So we're gonna have to think about something that happens every time, and then Steve takes a drink. But I'm gonna give you one free now. Oh, the cap ripped. Stupid fucking shitty metal caps. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna give you a free one now and take a little shot of soju. And we're gonna play a little. Let's drink with Apefather and watch his terrible, terrible life, guys. So first one.
Gunbeam.
Awesome. Delicious too. I love soju. We're gonna be international tonight. It's amazing soju. It's a Korean liquor. It's more like a rice wine. It doesn't matter what it is. It's alcohol. Anyways, so let's check out the Apefather and his situation with Jazz, the romance scammer. And it's just, it is something special. It's something special, guys.
I really cared about this girl, Jazz. I really did.
Now, I need to be clear. He made these videos in the last couple of days. He knows at this point that Jazz wasn't real. But like Cyrax, he says, start off with I actually cared about this person that is a catfish and isn't real and scammed him out of a lot of money because, I don't know, he doesn't want to admit he's a moron who falls for fake people online.
I really tried hard, to say to myself, this girl's real. You know what it is?
I tried hard to say to myself, this girl is real. If you tell yourself this girl is real, she's not real.
I had a real, beautiful relationship. I had it. So I know what a real relationship is. I was married to Jennifer for 20 years. I knew Jennifer for 27 years. I know what a real relationship is. And
which, by the way, he's in his late 40s, if not early 50s. So that means he met his ex-wife when he was like late teens, early 20s, and hasn't had any experience with women since then. It's shocking that he falls for catfishes and romance scammers with a man who has no experience with women since sometime in the 1990s.
Nothing was there with Jazz. Nothing was real. It was a promise. That's what it was. It was a promise that in time, things could develop into a real relationship. Look, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Jazz, in the very beginning, told me she didn't want a relationship. She did say that. I'm man enough to admit the truth. But the thing is, she also said she cared about me a lot.
Yeah, someone he never met I'm not sure this person was even real as far as being a real woman who, I'm not even going to add was interested in him. I'm not even sure it was a real woman. For all we know, it could have just been a dude who thought this was an easy target to scam. Could have just been some dude in India. We don't know.
And she said that she used the L word, love. Yeah. And she said that the reason she did it...
This woman that he had only ever met online used the L word. She loved him, guys.
Want a real relationship was nothing to do with me. It was just that, look, I don't want to get into it anymore. She got into a car accident. She has all these pains, and she's going through tremendous pain and suffering that affects her in terms of the...
And when it's really complicated like that, too. When it's really complicated like that, she's in a car accident, she's going through all this stuff, she's got kids, she's got a sick mom, and that's why she can't meet me, but she still needs $10,000, and that's how you know this is real.
Romance area, I'll leave it at that, because I don't want to be disrespectful anymore. But this is the thing, okay? Throughout it all, at least in the very beginning stages of the relationship, she was venting a lot to me about her life. Now,
Yeah, that's how you know she's real. That's how you know she's real. She talked to him. Just like Cyrax. This man is similar to Cyrax. He's obviously got different qualities, but he believes these people online are real because he's a very sad man who can't form real relationships in the world because he's such a disgusting human being, like personality-wise.
Claims like venting does not mean that she's asking for money. Like, we've had this conversation a lot. She's like, look, just because I vent to you, that doesn't mean I'm asking you for money. But the thing is, she accepted money. Like, so example, if she'll say,
It's a classic scammer tactic is to just tell you, well, I'm just venting. I was just having a bad day. I was just opening up about how $10,000 could change my life and make me happy forever and make me fall in love with you and see you. I wasn't asking you for any money, but I'd accept it if you gave it to me. Classic scammer tactic.
having difficulty eating. I don't have money. And I'm like, honey, would you like $200 or $300? She says yes.
Yeah,
well, again,
of course she did.
In some cases, it was a lot of money, she says I lie. I don't lie about nothing. I don't lie about nothing. She said one time she wanted to borrow $400 to me, from me. She said she was going to pay me back. She never did. She said she gambled away her mother's mortgage. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, she could say it's...
Oh, good. This random person you're talking to online who you haven't met tells you they have a gambling problem, and that's why they have no money, and you go, oh, well, just send them some money. That'll help the situation for sure. He's a smart man. He's a very smart man.
Not true, but that was the day I left Florida. She kind of like asked me for money. She did. She even said to me, I'd like to get like a couple of thousand. That's what she said. I was like, look, I could give you 500. Now you might be like,
God, look, I can give you 500. Yeah, you wonder why you got scammed. Why would you ever give any money? I've never given money to any single person I've ever been in a relationship with, like just straight up money. There's been an exchange where I paid for a hotel room because we were going on a trip. I paid for dinners. I bought them gifts. They buy me stuff. But I've never just been like, hey, here's $500 because you need it, baby. What kind of moron would do that?
Well, why were you even helping this girl out at all? I don't know. It was the promise. It was she put it in my head that she loves me. She kept saying it. I love you. I adore you. And when I get better, you understand? When I get better and I'm back on my feet financially, because she was struggling financially, and when I get back on my feet with my health, it was the promise that
another classic hallmark of a scam. Oh, when I get back on my feet, I totally come to see you. But I need that money now. But later in the future, when everything's good with me, I'm totally into you, and we're totally going to hang out and be a couple, and it's going to be wonderful.
She did want to really get, in a romantic, serious relationship.
She did.
But, it gets to a point
she did.
that I'm patient.
I don't think she was a girl. I don't think she was real, and she was possibly someone who had already scammed him in the past. But we'll get to that in a long time.
I was being very loyal to her. Very true to her. It gets to a point after 6, 7...
Again, this also sounds again like Cyrus. I was being loyal. I wasn't cheating on this girl that I never met, only talked to online, who's trying to get me for money. Yeah, you're being real loyal. That's totally a good quality for you. Woo.
Several months.
Oh, 100%.
You want a little compromise, right? You're like... So, Jazz... Part 2. We're going to be doing a lot of...
Hey, he's also very good at filming videos. He manages to cut off the video in the middle of speaking. Instead of just stitching the videos together and continuing his thought, he just uploads it and starts a new video because he's a genius. These weren't live. These were not lives. These were video uploads.
Parts. So continuing what I was saying. Jazz knew from the very beginning. This is the key. I want all of you to understand this. She says she's a great person. She's a wonderful person. Okay. She's a wonderful person, but she knew from the very beginning my wife passed away. My mom.
Yeah, I will give him that. I will give him that. Credit where credit is due. The man has children. He's not really the best father in the world, but you can't ask for everything. He's not the best father in the world, but at least he has children and seems to he wants to have. He doesn't want to hurt children in any way because he has children of his own, which is a good thing. Which is generally a good thing.
Passed away. She knew Sarah took $13,000 from me in an alleged...
Sarah. Another catfish, I think happened maybe around last August. got $13,000 from him. And it may or may not be the same person who played Jazz.
Love Con. Okay. So I want you to understand, she knew all of this.
Yeah.
She came to a live stream. That's how we met. Knowing all of this. Saying basically the same exact stuff that Sarah was saying. Jazz was...
Yeah, it is amazing. It's amazing. This person, Jazz, comes to him, knows about Sarah, says all the same stuff that Sarah said to get him on the hook, and then did the exact same thing Sarah did and got him for another $10,000. It's almost like they were probably the same exact person as Sarah.
Saying the same thing Sarah was saying. You know, I want to be there in your life. I want to be someone very close to you. I want to be close to your kids. She used the term.
It's almost like someone found like a really, really stupid, lonely man that they could just continue scamming over and over.
Godmother. She wanted to be a godmother. She doesn't even talk to the kids. My kids completely forgot who Jazz is, okay?
And why, again, you know, like I said, he's not a good father. Why, as a father of children, would you ever let your kids even know that you're talking to a woman online, let alone let this woman talk to them before you've met her and vetted her to make sure she's not a complete psychopath? But he cares more about himself because he's lonely and he really wants a woman to take care of everything for him, including the cleaning and the cooking.
Literally months and months and months she doesn't talk to the kids, but let's just forget about that for a second.
Ridiculous.
So, you know, she could have came into my life as just a friend. Who agrees? And whatever then she would have done would have been from the goodness of her heart. That's it. Like,
we don't have a drinking game yet. Because I haven't figured out any patterns in this man's whining. But I am going to take another drink of soju. So, you know, there is that. Where's my fucking video? Hold on.
Gunbeam.
Delicious fucking soju. Delicious, guys.
Obviously, she has no obligation to me. If listen, she's just coming into my life as a friend, then it's based on her convenience. Like, whenever she has time to want to talk to me or talk to the kids, that's fine. You see, but that's not what happened. Jazz.
Yeah, okay, well, we should do like an Apefather bingo or something. We'll add, anytime if he mentions Billy Joel, we'll drink. What's soju? It's Korean, rice wine? I don't know what it's made from. It comes in fruit flavors and it's delicious. You should get some.
Did eventually say
I like that too.
she was
my
my
reference
girlfriend.
drink.
Jazz eventually said she loves me. She wants a future with me.
Yeah,
okay? She
totally.
adores me. She wants to be romantic with me. Again, as I said on the first video, the only thing holding her back was she had to get herself back in good shape with her health and with her finances. You know, she's struggling financially very bad, okay?
It's amazing. It's amazing that someone, you know, it's both amazing and sad to see someone this age falling for very obvious romance scams that literally everyone under the age of, I would say 45 at this point. It's not a new thing. Everyone under the age of 45 immediately recognizes, because this woman's just a romance scammer. As soon as she says, "Well, I'm sick, but I can't see you until I get back in better health and I get more money." You know, it's the hallmarks of a romance scam. That's the second you walk away. I mean, honestly, the second you walk away is after they say, like, you know, I can't meet up now. It's like, okay, well, why are we talking online? Because, you know, anyway. But the point is, he clearly doesn't understand the hallmarks of a romance scammer. He's still falling head over heels for it. He still believes she was possibly real, probably to protect his own ego.
3 jobs, you know, hardly makes any money. You know, one of them is a full commission job. The other are just part-time jobs where she makes money basically just to eat. Anyway, let's put all of that aside. I gave Jazz $10,000.
$10,000.
Okay, I helped her in her life to eat.
He gave her $10,000. This man is quickly running out of money because he doesn't have money. He doesn't work. He has terrible investment skills. He's just burning through all his reserves of cash trying to find a woman to take care of him and his kids. And he put $10,000 into this woman's relationship that he had never met.
Eat and to pay bills and to survive. Yeah. Now you might say, well, you chose to do that. But understand something. Why is Jazz worse than Sarah? You know why? Because she tried to come into my life as an angel. Like, if she tried to come into my... She even said, your wife, Richie, I had a dream, like your wife sent me to you. No, I think the IRS sent you to me, Jess. Not my wife.
Yeah, he probably does have problems with the IRS. Honestly, I bet you he doesn't pay his taxes.
Wife, but anyway, it's all about money. Every single time I would talk to Jazz on the phone, Jazz, how you feeling today? I'm talking about like the first 3 to 4 months we knew each other. Every time I talked to her, Jazz, how you doing today? I'm not doing good. I almost lost my job. I'm struggling. I can't pay my bills. I'm losing my car. I'm behind on my house.
Oh my God! Like any normal person would go, "Oh, this person's just trying to con me out of money." Like this person's like, "Why don't we meet up and have dinner?" And I'll decide if you're a real person who I actually care about long before I think about sending you any money. And he doesn't know. No, this clearly, this is just someone down on their luck who actually really likes him. It's star-crossed lovers. They have a real relationship. It was just a bad time in her life. And if he can pull her out of this, this pit that she's dug for herself, well, she'll just fall madly in love with him and come move in, and it'll be like Cinderella and the Prince, and it'll be wonderful.
I can't eat. My mother's got to go to Maine. My tire blew up. I need money because my laptop broke. I mean, it just never ends.
And the thing is, the funny thing about it all is he probably, in his head, sees himself as like the Prince Charming rescuing this poor girl who just needs him, when really, he's just the desperate, lonely loser falling for random women online and sending them money and then crying when it turns out they're a scammer who just got him for some more money.
Yo, her friends wanted her to go, remember, to that, you saw on Halloween where she dressed up as Mr. Freeze, which freaked me out. I mean, that really freaked me out. Put a little wig on, a little makeup, make yourself look a little more feminine, but just Mr. Freeze, let's forget about that for a second. Let's forget.
The catfish sent a picture of someone in a Mr. Freeze costume. He's like, well, that's not very feminine, but good costume, I guess.
About that one, okay? But the thing is, I even funded for her to go on her Halloween trips. I funded for her to hang out with her friends. I always gave this girl money for gas, for food, always. Now, you might say, well, that's your choice. It is. But what was Jazz saying to me? The promise of romance coming very soon.
Oh my God, that's so sad. Oh my God, that's so sad. The promise of romance coming so soon. I was sending her money for gas, for dinner, for her rent, for her bills, and she was telling me romance real soon. And she's just a scammer.
Yeah, I'll say it. Sexual things coming very soon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to adore you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to be best. She was saying all of this. And
then can you also imagine being so pathetic you make this video ranting about it like the woman is wrong, and not that you're just an utter fool, an utter, complete, total fool who's so desperate for a woman companion that for the third time in less than a year you've fallen for a romance scammer who grifted you out of thousands and thousands of dollars. No, she's the ridiculous person here, not you, Apefather.
To be best friends with your kids. She freaked out with the word stepmother. That she freaked out about. But she said she wanted to be very close with the kids. And she also said that in the event I was going to move to Florida, I was considering it. Okay?
Considering moving to Florida to be with a woman he had never met in his life. The man has children, and these are the thoughts that go through his head. It's just sad.
She knew I had my big settlement money coming in, which would stop her from working.
Of course he does. This is a man who lives his life on, I got settlement money coming soon, so I don't have to work, baby. We're set for life. Fucking, of course he has settlement money coming. He is the absolute, the exact type of person who lives off of settlement money.
Working these other 2 jobs that she has, and then she could really dedicate a lot of time with me, starting businesses with me, okay? Now, I think all of that is great. I don't think that's a bad thing. You might all say, well, that don't sound too kosher to me, April. I don't think it's a bad thing. If I have the right woman in my life who truly loves me and truly adores me, I want to be super generous. I want to start businesses with that girl. I want to start a future with that girl.
He has never in his life started a business that has been successful, and somehow he believes that if he has a girl on his side, just like Cyrax, all of a sudden his business will be successful and have a life, and they'll run away into the sunset together. What an actual delusional moron.
I do. Okay, so I didn't find nothing wrong with that. But the question is, was Jazz real from the beginning? Was she ever real? Or was this all a big line of bullshit? Okay?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
It got to
If anyone ever tells you how much money they have, they don't have any money. If anyone ever sits there and tells you how much money they have, they don't have any money. People who have money will never tell you how much money they have, because of why would they tell you? They don't need to impress you. They have the money to go home to and be happy with. They don't have to impress you to make them happy. They got a shitload of money and a giant house to go home to.
the point where I said to Jess, now you might think I'm a degenerate. I don't know. You might think, I don't know. But I was being true to her. I was being loyal to her. And I was just like, look, Jess, you're not in a position to be sexual, right? Because it hurts too much. Your jaw hurts. All these things hurt you.
What? I'm not sure that means what he thought it means. You're not in a position to be sexual, baby. Your jaw hurts. We gotta get your jaw a little back in order before we start getting the sexual here.
Because you were in a car accident. Okay.
Exactly.
Send me a couple of sexy pictures. Now, again, I wasn't asking for anything, really revealing. Anything. Just, right? You know what I mean? Feed the horse,
Oh my god. Like, this 50-some-year-old divorced dad is sitting there begging the catfish, the online catfish, for nudes. I mean, what a joke of a human being. Again, he's like in his 50s. He's in his 50s, sitting here begging the online catfish for some nudes. What a goober.
Right? Just give me something, anything to just keep me calm until you are in a position where you recover with your health and your finances and your head is on. She didn't want to do it. She's like, my body is my temple. I will not send you any pictures, nothing. No panties, no bra, nothing. You're getting nothing.
I mean, you should expect that. You should expect that as well if you're in your 50s and you're dating. I mean, I'm a good 10 years younger. I would never expect someone above 35 to be sending out nudes like you're a fucking kid. You want to see those giant granny panties pulled down? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that big beige bra with the pit stains on it. Ooh, this is going to be sexy.
And now I started to think to myself, there's something not right here. I gave this girl $10,000. She never has time for me. This is my other phone. She never has time for me. Never has time for me. I'm working 3 jobs. The girl works midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. She's always working, this girl. She's always working. I have no idea what she's doing. And it got to the point where I always had to wait for Jazz to go to the gas station to call me for that quick 10 minutes. Or she's driving to the doctor's appointment.
She had to go to the gas station to call him. That almost... sorry, take a shot? Okay, whatever. I must have missed something, but sure, let's take a shot, guys. She had to go to the gas station to call him, and it didn't like click in his head like, hey, this isn't normal in the year 2026. In the year 2026. That everyone in the world, literally everyone in the world has a cell phone. She can only call me when she goes over to the gas station. It almost sounds like this is a person who can only contact you at certain times because they're not real. They're not real, guys. She's not real. She's a catfish.
Gunbait.
Yes, gunbait. Gunbait, guys. Gunbait. Gunbait for sure.
It didn't feel like a real relationship.
Yeah.
I started talking to her about my frustrations. I say, Jess, I don't like anything that's going on here. So she said, well, what could I do to make it better? I tried to give her a blueprint of success. Okay?
A blueprint of success. This is a successful man. He knows how to make people successful.
We're going to talk about that in part 3. The blueprint of success.
All right, part 3. See, also, and he will talk about this too. I believe the reason why he cut it up into like 40 parts is because he thinks this is gonna go viral. This is him exposing this horrible woman is gonna go viral and gonna get him 1 billion views on his channel. So of course he has to spread it out between 40 fucking videos so he gets all the money he could possibly get. Really, he's gonna get 100 views on each video at most, and he's gonna make maybe $325 off of this entire stupid rant.
Jazz.
Yeah, exactly.
Part
Exactly.
3. It's like the Rocky movies, right? Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I'm going to be going a lot past
100%.
the Rocky.
100%.
What was Rocky went up to what? Rocky Balboa, Rocky 6. So we're going to be doing a lot more videos on jazz. But anyway, so Part 3, the blueprint of success. I tried to help her. She says, Richie, I am not experienced in relationships. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing sexual. I don't know what I'm doing romantic.
Yeah, like, if they're hitting on a 50-year-old man, that's not true. I mean, like, maybe I might have to take away what I said earlier about him not being a weirdo, because it sounds like he wants someone who is naive, young, and inexperienced. I don't know. He hasn't said her age, as far as I know. I haven't watched all these videos. God help us if he comes out and, oh yeah, by the way, she was 18 and a half, going to NYU or some just disgusting stuff.
I don't even know how to act like a girlfriend. I don't have much experience. I actually thought that was a turn on. I really did. Listen, you know what they say? You could train a girl. You can make it into your perfect girl. You can make a picture perfect. I thought it was great.
Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. I'm gonna take a drink just because he said that. Just because he said that. That is classic, classic behavior of a man who is, all those things I literally just said he probably wasn't. That is classic behavior. Sorry, I just spilled a little alcohol. That's not fun. It's not fun, guys, at all. I agree. That is disgusting.
Gunbeam.
Absolutely disgusting. This man is starting to sound like a predator.
But the only problem is she don't listen to anything I say, and she ignores me. But we'll get into that a little later in the video. So, okay.
Yeah.
I told her like this. This is what I want you to do. You're a busy girl. I get it. You work at 3 jobs. You got to take care of your mom. You got to take care of yourself with your health. You got doctor's appointments. You got to take care of your friends. Her friends were, God bless them, they were in serious accidents. The girl's got her hands full. I said, I'm going to give you a blueprint that, if done correctly, will not take that much time. Okay? She goes, what do you want me to do? Again, I gave the girl $10,000. I was there for her. I wanted her to be here for me. I said, listen, I'm very lonely. My wife passed away. It's been now 1 year since my wife passed away. My mom passed away. Even my beautiful dog, Chloe, passed away.
It has only been a year. It has only been a year since he lost his wife, and he's fallen for several romance scammers and give them thousands and thousands of dollars. He gave Sarah $13,000. He gave this one $10,000. Who knows how many other romance scammers he's given, which, by the way, the prevailing theory in, I guess, the Apefather community, the community of people who hate him, is that all the money he has now is from insurance from his mother and his wife, and he's just basically burning through that money, trying to replace them both with a new woman, and he's just giving thousands of dollars away to romance scammers because he's a moron.
Very lonely. I need adult, conversation. So she said, what do you want me to do? I said, call me 3 to 4 times a day. That's what I told her. Find the time. You could do it, I told her. Make the time. Am I a priority to you? Am I important to you? Make the time. Call me 3 to 4 times a day. Too. She agrees. Okay? I told her.
So fucking needy too. Asked her to call him 3 to 4 times a day. I would hate to get 4 calls a day. I would hate to get 4. Text me.
Text me throughout the day. Give me a little something to be excited. Like the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Be playful.
Is that close enough to Billy Joel? I don't really care. I'm taking a drink anyway. That's close enough. Let's say musical references Let's make musical references one of the things. There you go. There's a drink. There's a drink, guys. Everyone, drink.
Gunbeam.
Send me something sexy. Send me something nice. She was doing, look, the girl had a couple of good days. You want me to give her credit? The girl had a couple of good days where she actually did all this stuff. She was being playful, calling me 3 to 4 times a day. But then the last part is the big struggle, the sexual part. Baby, I can't wait much longer. Feeling's getting stronger. 'Cause when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. I said be sexual. And I don't want to get into all the personal stuff. Let's just
gross. Just gross. Everything about him is gross.
say,
yeah,
she was
exactly,
full
that
asleep
arc.
during a time she was going to do a little, it's just a fantasy. Oh, whoa, it's not the real thing. And she was like, Richie, what do you want from me? I'm exhausted. I said, okay, make it up. You fell asleep, right? Make it up the next day. She ain't making nothing up. Ugats. 0. She makes nothing up. Nothing. Okay? And that's also what led me to request the pitches, the sexy pitches. You know, because I said, obviously, you're so tired. You're always falling asleep. Whenever you want to do a little, sometimes a fantasy phone talk, you don't want to do it. That's why I said, send me some pitches. She
Ew. Ew. What a creeper. What an absolute creeper. She's obviously saying she's tired because she doesn't want to do weird phone sex with Apefather here. And he goes, oh, okay, well, just send me some nudes then. This is like a 14-year-old boy. He's just so.
didn't want to send me pictures. Her body is her temple. Just got to the point, none of this felt real anymore. This felt like a big scam. Look, in my opinion, do I feel Jazz is a scam artist? Yes. I'll say it's alleged. I'm going to say it's alleged. But what real girl, let's be honest with each other, comes into a guy's life up to a live stream, okay?
Yeah.
Knows his wife passed away.
Yeah.
Knows his mom passed away. Knows his other friggin' Mama Luke. Friggin' Stunad Sarah in friggin' New Orleans, okay? Took $13,000 from me in an alleged love con. You're going to come in and do the same? You're going to come in and take $10,000 from me, and then you're going to tell me you got no time for me because you're working 3 jobs. You're going to make all these promises.
And he thinks this all makes her sound stupid. It makes you sound stupid for falling for the exact same thing again. You shouldn't have fallen for the first time. You shouldn't have fallen it for the first time. Exactly, Turnip. He almost has it. And he goes, you did the exact same thing the other person does? That makes you a bad person. No, it makes you a fool for continuing to fall for it because you're so desperate for a woman.
Of romance and sexual friggin' things that never come to fruition, and you don't even try. You don't even compromise. You don't even send me a little sexy picture that I'm being loyal to you, that I wasn't doing anything. I was being loyal to her.
Being loyal to her.
And it got to the point, I started thinking to myself, this is not real. Do you blame me?
There's only two things that were happening there. Either he wasn't being loyal to her and he was hitting on every woman he could find online, or he couldn't find a single person who wanted to talk to him. But either way, there's no chance that this man is actually such a wonderful stand-up person that he totally just puts all his energy into one random catfish he finds online because they have a real connection.
Do you blame me to think she's a scam artist? Do you think she's a scam artist? Look, put aside your feelings for me for a second.
Yes, I do think she's a scam artist. From the second you said you sent her $10,000, immediately everyone in the world knew she was a scam artist.
Some people love the Apefather. Some people hate the Apefather. But do you think she's a scam artist? Do you think this was a love con? Yes. I gotta say, I do. I believe it was. I'm sorry. I cannot defend this girl no more. I cannot protect her no more.
And shockingly, that's not where these videos end. And shockingly, these videos don't end there. She was a scammer. She was a love con. She's a dirtbag human being. And I'm never going to talk about some fool who is going to sit here and scam me ever again in my life. Instead, he's going to rant about her for another 30-plus videos.
Jazz is a scam artist, a love con to me, in my opinion. But you know what Apefather's going to say next to protect myself legally? I'll say it's alleged. I've been reading some of the comments, and you know, people are like, why are you making videos about jazz, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you exactly the reason. Are you ready? Because...
What is he at his kid's, like, basketball game now? And he couldn't wait until later. He couldn't figure out a better time, a quieter place, a more appropriate situation to make this fucking video than at his kid's fucking sporting event. Like, what a... it's just what a...
She took $10,000 from me when I was vulnerable and I was at my lowest. And even though this girl, she breaks every promise, this girl. She actually said she wanted to pay me back a little at a time. We agreed on, at first it was $500 a month. She said she couldn't afford that. I cut that in half to $250 a month. Now you might say, why do you want the money back? Because I was vulnerable. Listen.
He was just dating that Laura woman in, like, December. How long has he been going with this catfish woman that he's like, you can make monthly payments? It is only March. How many monthly payments did you think you were going to get at this point? This guy's an idiot. This guy's beyond stupid.
She knew my wife passed away. She knew my mom passed away. She knew Sarah took $13,000 from me, and she, in my opinion, she took advantage of me. Look, it's my...
In my opinion, you gave $13,000 to an online catfish. She obviously took advantage of you, and you haven't taken that lesson to heart and stopped giving thousands of dollars to online catfishes. Now you're sitting here whining about someone you gave $10,000 to. He's a genius.
Opinion. Okay, she came in with her bullshit. You know, I love you, I adore you. You know, in a couple of months when I'm better and I feel great, you know, I'm going to take care of you in every way. No, it's all bullshit. This girl was a liar from day one. So why am I making videos? Because I want to get views. I want to make money on...
That's it. That's where it is. That's where it is. He thinks he's going to go viral telling his story of the romance scammer. So he's going to make these videos. He's going to get his views. He's going to make his $10,000 back through videos on YouTube. You know how many views you have to get on YouTube to make $10,000? He will never hit that point.
YouTube. I don't care what you people think. And the next thing is very simple. I kind of want to educate people on the love con. You know, I may even talk about Sarah again. You know, I did file a police report on Sarah. I think Jazz is next. Okay? When you say I think, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm pretty much there. Where I think a police report is in the works, and I'm probably going to take it to small claims court. Okay. Because I do feel after a judge hears this.
Do you even know her real name? Do you actually even know her real name? I bet he doesn't even know her real name or her real address. I bet he just was given fake information and thinks he can just sue the fake name given to him and somehow he's going to get his money back.
There's a possibility I could get some of my money back, but it's all about the money. Look, the relationship between me and Jazz is over. It's over, Rover. Dover. That's it. It's done. I like to educate people on the love con. So I might talk about Sarah. Look, the thing with Laura, people say, there's really nothing to talk about with Laura. I never was attracted to Laura. I was attracted to Jazz. I was never attracted to Laura. Laura just went crazy. That's basically, I just wanted a friendship with Laura, and Laura turned Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction. She went completely, you know, insane in the end brain, you know? Insane in the brain.
And, you know, it's amazing. It is also amazing how literally every woman that gets near him is apparently crazy. It's almost like he's the insane one and he just attracts all this chaos to himself and then pretends that everybody else is the problem.
Cypress friggin' Hill style.
Yeah.
So there's...
Yeah, something like that. It's a lot of views you got to get $10,000 out of YouTube, and he's not going to get that from his little rant about this love scam.
I don't know, there's really not that much to talk about with Laura. Like, whenever I talk about Laura, it's like just disgusted how much she's a stalker and how much she's harassing me. Other than that, I was never...
she's a stalker who's harassing him. Meanwhile, he has a 42-part series about this person named Jasmine that he gave money to, and now he's upset about it. But Laura is the stalker who's obsessed. He's just a normal guy looking for love on the internet.
Attracted to her, and I wanted nothing to do with Laura. There's not really
1000%.
much left to say with Laura. But with Jazz, yeah, she hurt me. I'll admit the truth. She hurt me, but Apefather doesn't get mad. I get even. That's the bottom line. So, yeah, I'll probably get my billion views courtesy of Jazz.
Yeah, he's gonna get his billion views courtesy of Jazz, I'm sure.
And that's just the way it has to be. Look, she could have ended all of this if she treated me with respect. She should have said, Rich, whether or not things work out between us, you know what? I had no right taking $10,000 from you. You were at your lowest, you were most vulnerable. I should have never did it, but that's not what she did. She accepted the money, and then she ignores me. To ignore someone you take $10,000 from. It's like you have to have friggin' bowls the size of the Empire State Building, and she doesn't.
He's never gonna accept that not only was she a romance scammer from the beginning, that not only did she not care about him from the beginning, but that she's not a real woman who was ever even like interested in dating men online. It was a romance scammer that targeted him, and it would probably wasn't even a woman. It probably wasn't even a woman, but he'll never accept that.
Even have balls, so go figure, right? What I believe Jazz was doing the whole time is waiting for me to get my settlement money in. Look, on her most recent text to me, and I'm not going to share.
Why are you waiting to get your settlement money? You gave her $10,000 already. What kind of delusional psychopath are you, where you have to make up, oh, well, no, she was probably just waiting around for more money. She got $10,000 from you. That is more money than scammers get from most people than they've ever scammed in their life. Sitting there go, oh, maybe she was just waiting on some more money. That's why she was just stringing me out. She already got you for everything she needed to get you for.
But I'll say it. She even said, she's like, Rich, you know, when you got your settlement money in, I thought that we were going to start businesses together. So I don't.
Yeah, she was trying to get more money from you till it fell apart. And now you're sitting here whining about her. It's amazing. It's amazing how delusional and deluded someone can be.
I don't have to work my other two jobs.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now, granted, that was the plan.
But really, I believe that he tells everyone about his money because he thinks, number one, that it's like a character trait to say I have money. Number two, that it makes him interesting. And number three, that people will like him if he tells everyone about his money. Oh, my laundry's done. And he thinks everyone will like him if he talks about his money, so he has to tell everyone about the money that he doesn't even have. It is a sad life to live.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the plan. The plan was I actually wanted to help Jazz in her life. Yes. I didn't like the fact this poor girl was working so much. And I said to her, I thought.
Yeah. It was totally bothering you. Not that you thought you could like manipulate someone and make them dependent on you by shoving money at them. I don't know if he said anything, but I'm taking a drink.
Gun bean.
Gun Bay, guys, Gun Bay.
She was my girl. I said, no, I don't want my girl working this much. You know, and the intention was...
My girl. I don't want my girl working this much. That's so weird to say, number one. Well, that's just so weird to say. Like, what year is it? What year is it? I don't want my girl to be working this much. But then also... well, I don't know what else I was going to say. I don't know what else to say. Oh, you don't have money. You can't take care of anyone. You're a broke moron. What are you talking about?
To really start, you know, figuring out a way to make enough money where she didn't have to work so hard. But the thing is, she was never real. Like, listen, I have to face the reality that this girl never gave a shit about me or my kids.
Yeah, you would think you'd have to face that reality, but instead you made 40 videos ranting about how she had wronged you instead of realizing this was just a fake scammer and they made you look stupid. And the only recourse is just move on with your life and forget about it.
It was all about the money. Listen, You don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud or a rocket scientist to figure this out. Right from the get-go, from the beginning, the girl was asking me for money. She'll deny it. I mean, I got the proof on my Cash App that I gave. Just in Cash App alone, I gave that girl $7,500. That's not...
Oh my God. $7,500 just through Cash App. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money in a very short period of time through Cash App transfers. Through Cash App transfers. I assumed like there was some like, oh, she was like, oh, I can't pay my rent, and then she did that 2 months in a row, and that was like $5,000 of the money. No, he was just giving her hundreds and hundreds every day. Cash App transfers, $7,500 in Cash App transfer. Oh my God!
Not including cash. That's not including the hard cold cash I put in her hands. Okay, $7,500 on Cash App. That's something she can't deny. Okay, of course I have the evidence that she collected $7,500 on Cash App.
Yeah, I would never. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed to tell people that I had thrown $7,000 at someone that I thought was gonna, touch my naughty parts and make me happy for a few minutes. It's just, wow. Jesus.
The thing is, it was right from the get-go. When I first met this girl, within a few days, she was like, Rich, yeah, I'm having trouble like paying bills, eating. Can you maybe throw me $200-300? She says, I'll sign a promissory note. This is what she said to me. She said, I'll sign a promissory note with you, meaning that it was her intention to pay me back. This girl, look, I don't know. She was on Laura's Live saying that she gave me back money. The only money she gave me back was $1. Like here's an example. One day, I sent her as a joke $1. I said, this is the only money you're gonna get from me again. I said, she sent me back the $1. And I think a couple of days later, I sent her 100 and she kept 100. So I don't know what she was.
What kind of flex is that? So basically, you're just saying you're really bad with your money. You use your money to try and manipulate people into thinking you're better than them. And it blows up in your face every time because not only does no one fall for those stupid games, but you're also not better than anyone. So it just becomes a stupid game and this idiot trying to flex his money that he doesn't have and other people just laughing at him.
Talking about, she was like, she was on Laura's live stream saying she gave me back money. You didn't give me back. This girl took $200 from me on my son Michael's birthday. It was my son's Michael's birthday. She decides to take her mother out to the Cheesecake Factory, which is where I took her when we were in Florida. And she was telling me, she's like, Rich, I don't know if I can afford this dinner. I'm really scared. Then why did you do it? Why did you take your money?
Oh my God. So the scammer goes out to dinner to a Cheesecake Factory and goes, hey, I think I know a way that we can get out of here without even paying for it. I'll call up my catfish that I'm luring into giving me money, and I'll tell him, hey, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. It's my mommy's birthday. We were just trying to do something special, and I can't pay it. I was going to pay it. I was totally going to pay it. Everything's going to be cool. I can't pay it. You're the only one who can help me out, Richie. Can you save me, Richie? And he goes like a fucking moron. Oh, shit. That sounds like a real situation. Well, I'm here to save you because I'm big, strong Richie and I'm going to help you out. What a fucking moron. What an absolute fucking moron. I'm going to get a drink. We'll be right
to the
back.
Cheesecake Factory because she knew I was going to send the money, and I did. And I did. I sent the 200. This girl, it's always been about the money. And the only reason why, I figured it all out. The only reason why she kept me in her life, like these last couple of months, she knows I got a lot of money coming my way. She's like, let me just figure out a way to not be sexual with this guy, to not waste my time talking, because this girl wasn't even calling me anymore, Lisby.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. like when you start to get that inkling, you say, I'm sorry, lady, I'm not going to spend any more time with you because clearly this is like a one-sided transfer, and I'm not just trying to give you money so you pretend you're into me. You know, I will give you money if we're in a relationship and this is some kind of back and forth where it's worth it to me, but I'm not just going to give you money for your intention. Thank you and have a good day, lady. But instead he goes, hey, I'm giving you money. You better start paying attention to me, lady. Like a moron.
This girl wasn't even calling me anymore the last couple of months. I'm lucky if I heard from this girl 5 minutes a day, one time at midnight. You know, like when she was at a gas station or something. You know, maybe she decided to give me a call. This was, she was just keeping me, stringing me along, keeping me in her life until my settlement came in. And then you know what my assumption is? When I confirmed it to her, and I'm like, Jazz, guess what? What's that? My settlement came in. Oh, I think she would have...
You know, I've been following this guy for now, like, I think we're at 2 to 3 months now. And I really believe that he's a very, very interesting character. And it really wasn't until we had this long, drawn-out story that I could really just go in on what a character this man is. And I feel like more people need to be watched, because this man is an utter fool. He is completely unaware of himself. And like, really, I mean, like, he is perfect for this show. So really, this is... Fuck you, he's boring. Fuck you, he's boring. I like watching a delusional man whine about stuff that everyone else understands.
Made a complete 360. Like, seriously, I think she would have been, like, up my ass.
Yeah.
Okay, she would have been calling me, like, forget about...
Hey, there's no Cyrax rules on this guy. There's no Cyrax rules on this guy. There isn't like a million people like, hey, don't mess with old Richie here. Do whatever you want to him. Go, see if you can get $10,000 out of me. Gives $10,000 to anybody who's nice to him, apparently.
About 3 to 4 times a day. She'd be calling me 3 to 4,000 times a day. She would be treating me sweet like apple pie. And that was the little thing between us, apple pie. She'd be treating me sweet like apple pie with whipped cream, extra whipped cream on it. Let me tell you something. But then she knew that it's time, you know, to glue me back to her. Because she knew once I got my settlement money.
You've been waiting the entire show to say that.
She's like, now it's time to attack. Like a shark in
Maybe I fucking will. Microwaves for everyone.
the water who smells blood. But she was like, but until then, she's like, I don't want to waste my time on this big friggin' Mama Luke. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to be romantic. And that's what she was doing. You want me to keep it real? She was avoiding me, ignoring me. And by the way, she's been ignoring me, this girl, for months. For months.
Oh, Adhesive, you don't tell people his name. Go to his channel. His name is in the channel description because he's a very smart man.
For months. She never wanted to talk to me. Every time we had a little disagreement, you know, if you're in a regular relationship, right, and you have a disagreement, your girlfriend would want to talk to you, would want to make you feel bad. This girl doesn't give a shit. She goes right to sleep, doesn't respond to me, ignores me all day, ignores me all night. And she's like, I'm not ignoring you. She says, I'm working. What are you working, friggin' 24 hours a day? Because she never
She's fucking working you. She's working you.
Gunbeam.
Yeah, fuck the whole game point of it. I'm just gonna drink when I want to drink.
responds to me. And when she does respond to me, all it is defensive. She's like, I'm wrong. I'm mean to her. You know, I'm insulting her, ridiculing her. Okay. When she doesn't give two shits of anything she did to me. Bottom line, this girl took my money. She used me. She abused me. I'll say it's all alleged because I know she's going to say, you can't prove none of this, so I'll say it's alleged. It's subject to my opinion, but that's just how I feel. And kept me in the picture until my settlement money came in. So...
All right, so what are we on? Part like 7 of his whining about jazz. God damn, we're 23 minutes into this. This cut is an hour and a half long. Obviously, we're not gonna get through it all today, but my God, he just continues whining about her.
If Jazz ever comes public again and goes on Laura's live stream, she's gonna try to paint me as the bad guy.
By the way, if Jazz ever sees this, come on the Steve Show. I will absolutely not paint you as the bad person. We will listen to your side of the story and tell us everything about Apefather that we would love to hear. If Jazz ever sees that, hit me up. I'd love to talk to you.
I was afraid of him. He's a big guy. He's an Italian guy. He's huge. All this, okay. And,
He's
he
huge.
scares me.
You're not huge. You're not huge. He is like 5'5" and like not very cut. He is not huge.
Okay, look, this is the thing. I never meant anything I said to Jazz. I've apologized to her. Okay, I told her, but this is the thing that you have to understand. The girl ignores me all the time. It gets me very angry. And I'm talking about, like, she ignores me when I was very nice to her. Like, you know what I mean? It's just if we had like a little disagreement. The thing with Jazz is that she's a dictator. She's the true narcissist. You think I'm a narcissist? I'm amateur night at the Apollo compared to her. Everything has to be her way. The girl never thinks she's wrong about anything. She doesn't think she's ever wrong. Never. Okay? So the thing is that whenever I try to talk something out with her, she gets defensive and she ignores me. That's her pattern. That's what she keeps doing. And like I said, the problem is she took $10,000 from me. Look, what Jazz should have did the right thing. Okay, she should have never took money from me.
You should never give money to random people you date. It's really, again, I gotta keep saying it over and over. Don't give money to people you date. Don't try to buy people's affection because A, it doesn't work. B, if they even pretend they like you after you give them money for their affection, it is shallow, it's not real, and they're only going to like you until the money runs out. And 3, you're going to be in this situation whining, going, she only liked me because I gave her money. Like, yeah, that's why you don't give people money, you fucking moron.
Could have just parted ways. It didn't work out. She goes her separate way, I go my separate way. But the girl knew my wife passed away. She knew my mom passed away. She knew Sarah took $13,000. She saw a golden goose. She saw her.
And again, his wife apparently passed within the past year, and he has already given, according to him, at the very least, $23,000 of the money that he should probably be saving for his kids' upcoming college and other, expenses to take care of his family. He's just given away $23,000 to romance scammers online. It's actually amazing how stupid some people can be.
Sucker. She saw an opportunity to squeeze some money, and that's exactly what she did.
Some money.
And then she wanted to keep me in her life.
I went out on one date. At some point, let's say 4.5 years ago. I can't even remember the last time I've been on a fucking date. But I went out on one date and I paid for dinner, and it was like a nice restaurant. They got scallops and I got salmon, and then after the drinks and all this shit was done, I think the dinner ended up costing me $145, which is not crazy, but it's a little expensive. And then after that, they didn't even want to talk to me. They wouldn't even answer my calls, and I felt like a fucking moron. You just spent fucking $150 on a date with someone who didn't even want to talk to you right after the date was over, and I felt like a fucking moron. This idiot gave out $13,000 to a romance scammer. It's okay, I had one dinner, and I got to eat my salmon. Things could be worse.
Because she knew my settlement money was coming in, and then she could really, really dive deep into getting some big bucks. Okay, the $10,000, that was a joke for her. She was looking to get big bucks, big money. Again, I'll say it's alleged, it's just my opinion. But the thing is that this concept that she's scared of me, she called, she kept me in her life. Right? She could have ended this many, many, many months ago. Why did she keep me in her life then for, right? Why did she keep trying at least, even though it was...
Just fuck off. You can't be that accurate. That's not okay. Don't be accurate.
That one phone call a day or a couple of text messages a day because she knew the settlement money was coming in, and she wanted it. She wanted a taste of the big bucks, the good life. And she knew she probably would have got it too. If you really want me to keep it real and keep it honest, she probably would have got it because that's how stupid I was. I probably would have shared the big bucks with her. Okay? But this concept, look.
The big bucks, with I have to go back. For the people who aren't aware of it at this point, for the people who don't know. This man in 2018, 2019 won $250,000 from the Powerball lottery or the New York lottery or something. And then immediately invested it all in AMC during the fucking stupid Reddit meme stock bullshit. and lost like 90% of it. So whatever's left, including the insurance money he got from his wife and mother, like that is the big bucks he's talking about. He's not rich because he started a company that's worth millions. He has a small chunk that he's slowly just wasting, trying to make himself rich again.
I apologize to her 100 times. And I know all you haters are going to say whatever you're going to say. But I don't like being ignored. I actually saw a therapist about being ignored. Sarah did the same exact thing to me. My wife
saw a therapist about being ignored. I mean, yeah, that's probably what you do, but it's also kind of sad. I saw a therapist about being ignored. Yeah, that's probably what you gotta do.
Never ignored me. Listen, I was married to Jennifer for 20 years. I knew her for 27 years. We had the perfect marriage. You know, if we had a problem, which was very rare because we had the perfect marriage, it was a marriage made in heaven. But if we ever had a disagreement, me and Jen, we talked it out. We worked it out. She took care of me. She made love to me. That was it. That's a normal relationship.
Ew. She took care of me. She made love to me. Ew.
Jazz, we have a problem. She gets defensive, and then she ignores me. That's what led to these, threats, which were not real, which I did not mean. I told her I didn't mean it. I said, I apologize to you, but I do not like being ignored.
What threats? What kind of threats? I mean, he's probably never going to tell us exactly what kind of threats he made, but I bet he said some things that are not okay that he really wouldn't want to be repeated on the internet.
The therapist even told me that I saw. Rich, congratulations. I'll use a word that Laura uses, okay? Kudos, okay, to you. You didn't turn to alcohol. You didn't turn to drugs. You stood strong for your kids. But one thing I noticed you can't handle. You cannot handle being ignored or like rejection or loss. I mean, she knew all of this shit. I told her from the get-go. I said, please, one thing I ask of you. If we ever have a problem or ever have a disagreement, let's talk it out like adults, please.
Could you imagine though, honestly, being like an adult at this level? Like you're in your mid 50s, you have children, you were married for 20 years, and you're still so emotionally immature and stunted that you need to see a therapist when people ignore you. They don't make you the center of their world. I mean, that is wild. I mean, that's wild.
I respect you, respect me. You can't talk with Jazz. There is no talking it out with Jazz. She doesn't think she's wrong about anything. Girl's a friggin' narcissist.
Yeah,
she's the real narcissist.
Not him.
You can't even talk to her. She'll say, I'm not experienced with relationships. She'll say, help me, Rich. But then I'll try to help her, and then she shuts me down. She doesn't answer me. The girl...
That whole I'm not experienced with relationships thing. I really doubt he's gonna say her age, but that makes me really concerned. Like what woman who's like, he's in his 50s, so like if she's less than like 40 years old, she's probably a little too young for him. Like, why would she be inexperienced with relationships and trying to date a 50-year-old failed meme stock bro? It's weird. It makes me sound like she's probably a little younger than he's letting on.
Girl ignores me all day and all night. It just got to the point where I felt taken advantage of. I'm like, Jazz, you took $10,000 from me and you're ignoring me. So I just said, pay me back. Look, that's it. You don't want me in your life. You should have never took $10,000. I told her, pay me $250 a month. But you see, then she agrees, but then she ignores me again. She doesn't confirm it. She's not going to pay me freaking DICK, this girl. This girl's not going to pay me nothing. Okay? She just wants, bottom line at this point, to keep my money, to keep $10,000. She wants me to leave her alone, let her live her life. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not. You could say whatever you want to say to me.
Yeah.
You could say, Rich.
He's definitely going to get the money back. This is definitely going to culminate in him actually getting the money back.
You're wrong. You can say, Rich, you should have never tried to, and you're right about. Look, I apologize to Jazz. I did. But the girl makes me friggin' crazy with the ignoring. It's like, I'm sorry, I lost it. I apologized, and I didn't mean it. I would never, ever do anything bad to Jazz. Except this, but this she deserves. I'm sorry, look. I'm sorry. You don't get to keep $10,000. Look, she could have made the piece. She could have paid me $250 a month. I would have dropped it. And again,
hold on, $250 a month. Assuming She didn't have to pay interest. $250 a month. That is 30 months. That means she would have had to keep paying him for the next 3 years to pay off that $10,000. It sounds to me almost like he wants to manipulate this person into like staying in his life. Okay, well, you just pay me back $250 a month every month for the next 3 years. That way, you have to keep talking to me every month at least for the next 3 years. That way, I can always have this kind of like manipulative leash on you where I can always kind of pull you back into my life to try to once again spark up a little romance because he's desperately lonely. That's the feeling I'm getting anyways.
Even $250 a month is me being reasonable. The girl took $10,000 from me relatively fast. I mean, $250 a month, you're talking years it's going to take for me to get the money back.
Yeah.
Probably 4 years.
Yeah, and you know that. And you know that when you said that.
Okay, 4 years. She took $10,000 from me within months. Okay, so that's just the way it is. What can I tell you? A lot of people say, hey, Father, if you have this big settlement coming in, why do you care about $10,000 with Jazz? It's the principle, man.
Because you don't have the big settlement coming in. Because you don't have a lot of money. Because everything about you is this fake persona you're trying to put out there as like the rich, like money-savvy man. And you can't admit that $10,000 will cripple you if you have to walk away from it. So you got to pretend like, no, it's about the principle. It's about the principle, guys. It's always about the principle. That is what people who don't want to admit they're flat broke say.
It's not the money. It's the principle. She knew my wife passed away. She knew my mom passed away. She knew Sarah.
Do you have any idea how much I spend in just like a year to avoid headaches? There is so much money I walk away from. I say, okay, fine, I'll just pay your fee because I'd rather not argue on the phone for the next hour and a half about why this fee is ridiculous. All right. I will pay to get that fixed rather than searching for several weeks to find someone who will do it for cheaper with some used parts because it's just easier. I will just take care of that with some money because I have the money because I don't want a fucking headache. People who are broke sit there going, no, it's the principle. I'll go to court for years because of the principle. No, because you're fucking broke and you can't walk away from the money.
Took $13,000 from me. She knew I was hurting really bad. I told her all the time, man, how much I was hurting. And you're going to take money like that from me? And then you're going to be like, I got no time for you. I'm too busy. I don't want to be in a relationship. And then she makes like the 360. I love you. I love you. I adore you. If you could just be patient. We agreed upon 2 months. And this was way, way back.
2 months
with the whole patient thing. That she was going to get her treatments and, get her life in order. Well, it turned into several months.
Oh my god. Like, again, the hallmarks of a romance scammer. Oh yeah, just give me 2 months and give me some money during those 2 months and I'll totally come up there and like be your girlfriend and like we'll have a happy life together. And then as that date gets closer, oh look, something came up. It's going to be another like 5-6 months, but I'm totally still into you, Richie. Just send me some more money. And he's sitting here acting like he's the only one who like, whatever. It's just, he's a moron. He's an actual moron.
Look, it just gets to a point, look, I never dealt with anything like this. This whole thing has been fake from the beginning. This whole thing has been fugazi. I never dealt with anything like this.
It absolutely has been fake.
This was not a real relationship. I mean, guys, when I met Jennifer, even when we were dating, it was
his
instant
ex-wife.
attraction.
I'm sorry. His wife that has passed.
It was instant.
Oh, and also.
Gunbeam.
Yes, Gunbay, guys. Gunbay.
That we were so into each other in so many ways that this thing with Jazz is excuse after excuse after excuse. I need more time, be more patient. You know what it is? It was never nothing there. This would have went on, forget about several months. This would have probably went on for several years with this girl until she probably drained me out. until she took my settlement money, my house, and any future money I have, and it'll be like several years from now, she'll still be telling me to be patient. She'll still, Rich, it's only been 7 years. I know, but
Only
is there
7
any chance
years.
maybe we could get
7 years, Jazz. 7 years, Jazz.
a little action here, a little fun, maybe in another 7 years. It just was never going to end. It was, I had to just accept it. You know, it's very hard. It wasn't so much the money that hurt me. It was all these broken promises, man.
It was all the broken promises. You know, really, it was the hypocrisy. It was the hypocrisy. You know, and the other part annoyed him, but it was the hypocrisy. It was the hypocrisy that was the worst part of it all.
That she put all this stuff in my head that I was waiting on something so wonderful to happen. You know, I was waiting on such an amazing romance, and you know, and yes, sexual things as well.
Exactly.
But none of it was real. None of it was true. Only thing that was true was she took 10,000 from me. That was true. And I think she was waiting on the settlement money. So, you know, it's hard in life sometimes when you're in a bad situation, because I was never in a bad situation. So that's the problem. I'm talking about when I was married to Jennifer. It was perfect. It was amazing. After my wife passed away, then my bad situation.
That is the crux of the problem here. That is the crux of the problem here. He's been trying to buy love, and he's shocked when the only people attracted to that situation are online catfish scammers. He doesn't understand what he's doing wrong as he continues to try to buy love on the internet. He's a moron.
Happened with Sarah, with Jazz, and Crazy Laura, but I don't want to talk about her. But the thing is that when you're used to being loved, like I was with Jen, unconditional love every day of my life, you just think you meet someone, you could get that back. You never anticipate that a person just basically doesn't give a shit about you. You know, you're not a priority. You're not important. Benjamin Franklin is a priority to Jazz. I continuously read comments, and it says, if you gave the money of your own free will to Jazz, then she's right and you're wrong. Let me tell you why I disagree with that. Actually, in so many ways.
Because you're the victim of a scammer. And victims of scammers always want to believe that there's someone else at fault for why they gave their money away. That is what people truly want to believe. They want the government, they want the banks, they want the police, they want everyone to come in and save them when they gave their money to someone because they're a moron. And that's just not how the world works.
First of all, it's called, does Jazz have a soul?
Oh, a soul.
Right? A heart.
A heart.
She knows my wife passed away.
Oh, I bet she did.
knows my
I bet
mom
she did.
passed away. And then you're going to take, she didn't know at first about my dog. That happened months later. But you're going to take 10,000 when even she knew Sarah took 13,000 from me. So, okay, first of all, even if I did give the money of my own free will, there's a thing called a conscience.
Oh, a conscience.
There's a thing called empathy. Sympathy, which obviously she doesn't have.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's go into the legal aspects of it. I'm not a lawyer. Like I said, I'm not a judge. I'm not in law enforcement. So this is not a legal opinion. This is just a possibility. She could have broke the law. Because again, it's like you have to look at the whole situation. You have to look at the whole situation. This is a girl who lives in a different state. Okay. I live in Jersey. She lives in Florida. She's taking all this money. You know, it's like, come to Jersey, right? Like, at least visit me in Jersey. She's like, oh, it's too cold there. It's
yeah, because she's a scammer. She just wants your money. She doesn't want to come anywhere near you. I don't understand how it takes so many videos to get it through his head that this person wants nothing to do with him. It's amazing.
You're taking all this money. You don't even want to come to Jersey. Then she's saying she doesn't want to be.
It's like most likely like a 19-year-old Indian dude working in one of those, not call centers, but like same thing but with computers, just consistently catfishing people on the internet. They have like 7 monitors. Each one is like OkCupid, Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, whatever fucking other dating apps people use, and they're just talking to guys all day, like, man, I'd really like to meet you, but you know, I got all these bills. You got any money? And idiots like this goes, man, this is a real person who loves me, because they're stupid.
A relationship. Then she says she doesn't want to be romantic or sexual. I don't know. it seems like it could have been a love con. Again, I'll say it's alleged,
Yeah.
but then there could have been the legal, aspect, to it as well. So you have the moral, you have the legal, okay? And then last but not least, children are involved. I mean, sir, this is a woman who says, oh, I have all these godchildren. She knows I'm raising my kids.
Godchildren? Wait. Because godchildren aren't anything to you. Godchildren are like if their parents can no longer raise them, you do. And then at that point, they become your children. So saying I have godchildren just means you have children that you know in the world. That's not anything. That's not like a sign of someone who needs money and is responsible.
By myself. She knows I'm a single dad. Now, again, put aside if I have a lot of money coming in or not, because I know that's what these haters are going to say. It doesn't make a difference. The fact that she knows, right now I'm going through a tough financial time. I'm struggling right now, but she knows I got to raise 2 kids on my own. And you're going to be taking money, not just from me, but taking it away from my kids. Or when you have no intention of being in a relationship, you have no intention of helping us or coming to Jersey or helping my family, Then she's like, oh, I want to be best friends with the kids and I want to be like a godmother. Then she stops talking to them. I'm talking to—
Why would you ever let some random catfish from the internet talk to your kids? That just seems like a bad decision from the start to ever have your kids even know that you're talking to someone over the internet and then let them talk to the kids before you ever met them, vetted them. Are they insane? Are they gonna do some? What was that movie with the rabbit in the stew pot? Fatal Attraction or whatever, some crazy shit like that. What kind of person does that? It's just an irresponsible moron.
This is months ago. Okay, so how could you not feel it's wrong?
Exactly.
What she did? You know what I mean? So even if I gave the money willingly, it doesn't make a difference. You got to consider the whole picture. Okay, and if you consider the whole picture, I feel what she did was absolutely terrible. A disgrace, disgraziata, we say in Italian. The greatest revenge that you could get.
Oh my God, and he just keeps going over and over. He just keeps going on and on. Well, I want to go long. I want to go long this time. We're going to continue.
Girl, that was a love con.
Because
is doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
Because like I said, we have at this point about 2.5 hours of this, and we are only 36 minutes into it. So we still have about 2 hours more of his whining about jazz. We could just keep doing this every night for the next couple of nights.
To jazz, okay? Which is, ready? Look, make 1 million videos, get hundreds of millions of views, if not even more. Make a ton of money.
Yeah, he's gonna get millions of views from these videos of him whining about this catfish. Totally, 100%, guys.
I'll be the first person in history, okay,
it really is.
that not only got his money back from a love con, okay, but became a millionaire from it. I'll become a—
Oh yeah, he's gonna become a millionaire from becoming LoveCon online. I'm sure, guys.
millionaire because of jazz. And you know what? That's just the way it has to be. You got to set an example to them. You have to show them something. You have to show them that in life, you got to have respect. You got to have respect. Jazz has no respect.
Guys.
RESPECT.
Find out what it means to me, guys.
This girl actually thinks she could come into my life at my lowest when I'm most vulnerable. Okay?
Most vulnerable.
That Sarah just took $13,000 for me. Come into my life saying your wife sent me. You believe she actually said that, Jazz? She goes, your wife, she came to me. I feel her presence. She wanted me to come into your life and help you.
Wow! Wow! That is not only extremely low for the scammer to say some shit like that, but also extremely stupid for this moron to believe that. Oh yes, I believe you, ma'am. Totally, you have an app. Oh my God, that is That is disgusting on both their parts. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah. Help me what? Take my money? Okay? She says all of this.
Oh yeah, also.
Gun beam.
God, the soju is good.
Stuff to me. Okay? You know, she puts all these thoughts in my head. I love you. I adore you. I want to start a life with you. A couple of months. All you gotta wait is a little patient. I'm gonna make love to you. I'm gonna take care of you. I want to be best friends with your kid. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god.
Only thing that happened was the girl took $10,000. It's the only thing that happened. Okay? And
it still hasn't clicked in his head that this was a romance scammer from the beginning. It's actually amazing.
when I try to talk to her, she ignores me. She ignores me. So basically, this girl believes that she could trick me, use me, abuse me, take my money, 10,000, and ignore me? No. Payback time. Payback time, and that's going to be the name of this video. And the payback is going to be, I'm going to make an example of Jazz. Okay, I'm going to make an example of her.
Just like Cyrax, his biggest payback for getting catfished and made to look stupid online is I'm going to make 6 million videos whining about you. I'm going to whine about you and whine about you till everyone on the internet knows about you, the girl I've whined about. It's an amazing plan, and it definitely works every time.
Of all these people out there who are doing these love cons.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say it's all alleged because legally I can't prove that she's a love con. I believe it in my heart that she's a love con. But I can't prove it, so I'll say it's alleged. But I'm still going to make an example of her. And the example...
I'll tell the police. I'll tell the FBI. I'll tell everyone in my power.
...is when a person's spouse passes away or their mom passes away or someone very important in their life passes away.
My God.
Don't be trash. Okay? Don't enter that person's life to capitalize on their misery. Okay? And give them a line of bullshit. Okay, I love you, I adore you, I want to make love to you, I want to be best friends with your kids. Don't do it. Don't do it to line your...
If anyone ever says, I want to make love to you and I want to be best friends with your kids, like, just cut them out of your life. They're fucking insane.
Pockets to take money away from someone who's super vulnerable.
That's true.
Okay, there's not a lot of people who went through these love cons that are in my position. A lot of people are not the Apefather. Okay, I'm a YouTuber. I am going to make so many videos on this girl. Okay, she's gonna regret taking $10,000 from me.
And he did. He made 40-something videos about her. We're currently going through them all. 40-something videos on an average of 3.5 minutes each. It is so many videos.
She's probably eventually gonna want to give it back. She's just stop making videos. Or if
is that your plan? Is that your plan to get the money back? I'm gonna make so many fucking videos. I'm gonna be so annoying that you're just gonna beg me to take the money back because these videos are so annoying. I'm gonna make video after video after video whining about you. You're not gonna know what the fuck to do.
If she never does that, then she could witness me get hundreds of millions of views. Maybe I'll get 1 billion views courtesy of Jazz.
Oh, yeah, that's
maybe I'll even get 1 trillion views.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Courtesy of Jazz. And she'll see all this money coming in. And next thing you know, she'll probably call me or text me and say, Rich, I'm sorry. Can I do anything? Can I do anything to make it better? I'll say, yeah, pay me back my 10,000. Oh! The phone mystery with Jazz. It happened a few times where she claimed one time she was with her friends and she left her phone in her friend's car and didn't have possession of her phone for 2 days. That
oh
was
my
one
God.
Time. Another time.
It keeps going.
She said she got water on her phone. And she said she had to get the phone fixed. And I don't know. I'm starting to believe the phone thing was...
All right. We are 40 minutes into the video. We are an hour and a half into the show. I think that might be good for part 1. I think that might be good for part 1 of the Apefather whining about Jazz. him and his dysfunctional relationship with this online catfish. I feel like we got a lot of ground covered. We'll be watching some more of this story as it continues going on. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. We'll reconvene tomorrow. Either more Apefather or some more White Bowser or some other crazy shit we find. But we'll see where this story goes. And we'll continue another day. But I'm getting really fucking drunk as a soju, so I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna head out. But thank you all, as always, for coming by. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
This is the only response video that you are getting. After this, I'm going back to ignoring you. I'm going back to blocking you. I'm going back to not paying attention to you.
Oh, no, you don't, Chris. You're not getting away that easy.
The best title, they are filth lovers. They love filth. And they think the more filth they hear, the more filth they say, the more they enjoy. They're just a bunch of people who loves filth. And we don't love filth.